Today, I thought coming here, there'd be a couple of things that I might cover. The first thing is, one of the really important things that I think you need to do as a coach is to have a fantastic relationship with your players. The only way to truly teach them and motivate them for a whole season or years, depending on how the campaign goes, is to have a great relationship with them. Now, that's sometimes difficult because sometimes you're trying to challenge them to do things that they think they already know or they don't want to learn, or you don't know what you're doing. So sometimes it's really challenging. One thing that I do with my group that I think helps me is when we first get together, I sit down and give them a piece of paper and I ask them to write 5 things that they want to be better at. Generally, those things that they write are things that you want them to be better at as well. It's not very often they don't put something there. Players, pretty much, if there's a player who's deficient offensively or defensively, they know that, and they'll write that on that piece of paper. So when times are tough, or when you're challenging them, or there's a bit of a bump in the road, you can get the piece of paper out and you can say, now, you said at the start of the season you wanted to be a great defender. That's what you told me. So all I'm doing here now is I'm trying to make you accountable for what you wanted to do. And I find that a really good, especially in a season-long campaign, a really good thing to do to help them, change their behaviours and their skills, and for them to be accountable for it. Because it's really, it happens often. It happens, at my under-19s, and I know it's happened at the Opals at the senior level, where players sit there after a game and they go, oh, it's the ref's fault. Oh, it was your fault, you didn't play me long enough. Oh, it's my teammate's fault. And it's a really good way of saying, well, it's not. It's about these guys. It's not about me. It's not about the referees. It's about them being better and making them better. And if you can keep them accountable, it doesn't mean you have to yell and rant and rave, I don't think. I'm not a rant and raver. Well, sometimes I am. But, it's about them making them accountable and better. So that was the first thing I wanted to share with you today. The second thing was, to have great players, they need to be assertive. Now, how many female coaches we've got? People coaching females? Okay, for us that coach girls, it's a lot more difficult to make girls, although I haven't coached a lot of boys, I've only done under 14 boys, so I might be wrong, but it's a lot more difficult to make female players assertive because it's not particularly always in their nature. So it's a skill that I believe you have to coach. You can have some great players, but if they're not assertive, they won't attack the basket at the right time. They won't make that tough pass at the right time. They won't be able to tell their teammate to help on defence. So we need to be able to teach them to be assertive. So I do a fair few drills, but just a simple thing that I do is I run some drills that involve communication. So the first part of assertiveness, I believe, is for them to become assertive communicators. So I teach them throughout the drills. Of course, we're doing basketball skills as well, but my focus would be to try and make them assertive communicators. I'm going to get a group of girls up in a minute, and I'm going to try and teach them, just in that drill, to be a little bit more assertive communicating. Okay, and then hopefully down the track, that makes them more assertive as a player. So could I have 9 girls up, please? 3 balls. Middle line with 3 balls. Line here, line here. Chop, chop, girls. Enjoy it. See if we can count to 9. No. Very good. Balls in the middle line. Now, we've all done 3-man weaves before. Very good. Okay, so we're just going to use the 3-man weave as a tool. So you need to be down here. The lady on the back. Young one. Thank you. Sorry, I don't know your names. Okay, so we're going to use the 3-man weave. Now, the purpose of this drill is to be assertive communicatingly. Do you know each other's names? If you do not know their names today, their name is George. Okay? If you know their name, use their name. So we're just going to do a 3-man weave. You guys are going to go down and stop at the other end. The second group, when they get to here, you're going to go off as well. So you need to make 8 passes. So you're going to have to communicate to each other to know it's 8. You're going to have to call for the ball and call their name. So we're just going to do a simple 3-man weave. Off you go. Sorry. So as you can see, that's not very assertive, is it? I wouldn't say on my scale, I'd say that's about 1 out of 6 assertive girls. So I'm asking you to communicate assertively, so that means you need a loud voice, you need to project it. Did you get 8 passes? So now you've got to do 2 things. You've got to talk and figure out how to get 8 passes from here to here. All right? Let's go again. Call for it. Call for it. Count out. Call for it. Good. Call for it. Keep going. Very good. That last group got 8 passes, but they stopped talking. See how when I asked them at the start to be assertive, by the time they got down the other end, they were no longer assertive. Okay, so girls, the challenge, we're going to have to sit there. There's 55 people waiting for you guys to be assertive. So let's go. Go. Okay, very good. Starting to get a little bit more. Now you've got to do 7 passes. Off you go. Be assertive, count them, be loud. Okay, 6 passes. Off you go. Okay, so as we go, then we can start to work on, as well as them being assertive, now we can start to try and get them running the lanes wide, throwing the ball out in front, all those skill things. We're going to try 5 passes. Call for it, be assertive. Okay, so now it's not quite as loud, but now they're starting to be assertive. I can see people's hands going out, the ball's going in front of them. We're going to go 4. Call for it. Okay, one last one, nice and assertive, but the second group don't go until they get to the centre line. Off you go. Okay, not too bad. Last group, you can come up again. You're going to see if these girls can assertively do, what do we do, 4 passes then? So we're going to do 3 passes. You're going to have to get off and get off, run. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Okay, not too bad. So that's just something simple you can throw in your warm-up that not only works on their basketball skills, but will work on them being assertive. All right, thanks, girls. Don't go too far. Next thing I want to do is just a shooting drill that I do that you can incorporate and you can put any shots in it, but it's a nice free-flowing drill that allows you to do a whole lot of variation things. So if I could have 6 girls up, 2 balls in the line here, so 3 here, 3 here with 2 balls at the front of the line. What's your name? Teddy, you're starting to be assertive. Good girl. I saw her on the way out trying to organise, so there's a little bit of assertiveness happening. Except for we need 2 balls in each line. Can you grab us 2 balls and... Person at the back, come and start here. Same on the other side. Can you come and start here? All right, so the drill goes like this. All right, so... Person on this wing. So what I do is I go down and touch the baseline every time I set my cut up. So I touch the baseline. Now I'm coming up here. As I receive the ball, I'm just going to receive it on my inside foot. I'm going to rip, go, and do a layup. Okay, you're going to do the same thing on that side. Sorry, I've lost my microphone. All right, so that's the presence of the drill. After I do it, I rebound my ball. I dribble it out and I go to the other side. I throw it to the next person in line. Actually, I take it with me because there's only 6. Okay? So after you rebound... Yeah, you bring it to the opposite side with you. Same. So you'll end up coming to this line, you'll end up coming to this line. That way we work on left and right at the same time. Okay, so let's just have a look at the rip drill. So bounce off the baseline. Outside foot. Be assertive, demand the ball. Make a good lead. Okay, hold it there. So can we just bring the passes in just on the red line? All right, so on this side of the floor, I want you to try and get the ball on this outside, rip and go. Okay, on this side, which I think most of you right-handed, so you did that one correctly. Come out here, we get it on this side, rip and go. Because the reason we do that is because if she catches the ball, if you throw it to her, you catch it on your outside foot, can I be you? You be the defender. Okay, so if I catch the ball, so you defend me, she's lunging this way, now I'm going this way. Okay? Let's have another little go at it, girls. Be assertive, call for the ball, finish the layup, go hard. Good. Go hard at the layup, don't slow down. Okay, hold it there. So now with that, we can do a whole lot of things. We can do jumpers, we can do we can do whatever we want. So we could practice going here for a jumper, we could go middle for the jumper. If we want to build to the drill, we might do some screen and roll stuff. Okay, so in that, you would lead, I'll be you, go down to the baseline, pretend I ran down there. So get up, now I've got it, I want you to come and set me an on-ball screen. Okay, so on that, I'm going to go off her shoulder, I'm going to go in and shoot an overhand layup over the top of the ring. Now, for the purpose of the drill, we're just going to get the screeners to set the screen and open up. All right, girls? Yeah? Very good. Very assertive. Go hard at the layup. Someone's in front of you, do a floater. Okay, hold it there. I just looked at the time. Sorry. We can do a whole variation of that. You can extend that. I'm not sure what you want to do. You can extend it by taking a hesitation if they're showing and going to the rack. You can extend it by crossing over and splitting the D down the middle. So you can put a whole variation. And then after that, you can throw some defense in it. You can make it a one-on-one drill, you can make it a two-on-two drill. So it's one of those drills that you can just build on and put a whole lot of different things in. All right, we're going to move on to the next thing, is just a little bit of shell defensive drill, okay? So if I could have you set up offense and defense here, offense and defense here, offense and defense here, offense and defense here, and just one ball with the girl in the white top here. So you should be in a box. Over here, and then an offense and defense here. Could we have another player here, please? And another one defending here. Maybe we could have the whites on offense. Plus one black. All right, just step in a bit. Now, I still use shell. Did anyone see our first game one here? Okay, we did a lot of this after game one because we didn't do any containment. So it's a drill that you can use from, I use it the under-12s all the way up to certainly seniors, okay? So with it, we can start with a nice standard. Can you just come in a little bit? I bring it nicely in. Offense here. Okay, so if this person's got the ball, girls, go to where you think you should be. Okay, so we could do, some people will have that in denial, some people will have that off a little bit. I'm quite happy to have you off a little bit in this drill. Okay, could you step in so it's not a three-pointer? Lovely. Okay, so good ball pressure is the start. She's in denial here. My denial, I don't think a gap, because if you've got a gap, they're going to slip. I'd like an arm bar so that if she goes anywhere, sometimes you can get your foot in here and really deny, and then she can't go backwards. Okay, so a little bit of not in space. So you're off helping, aren't you? Technically, you're the high split, and what are you? We call this girl the low split. Okay, so she'd be on top of the ring, she'd have pistols, and making sure that she could see, she could see both. I'll get in the right spot. Okay, if the ball goes down here, where do you go? Okay, so in this drill, any time we went there, I'd have that girl verbalising low split, you're high split. All right? So you've got nice ball pressure, we're forcing sideline baseline. Okay? If we were to skip the ball out here, you'd be off high split, low split. Okay. So I'm going to move the drill from there. So once we get, you know, those sorts of positions, then I start to challenge about containing penetration. So one of the little things I'd like to do, can you have the ball? All right, now we're going to say that she's been beaten. Okay, so she's been a bit like my team, whatever night that was, Thursday night. When you get beaten, we need the split line to help. So you're going to come and help onto the corner. So my help has to be on the key line. Okay, I'm not sure if guys make it a step further out, but certainly on the key line. To do that, you need to rotate now because you've got her. Now you've got two players. So if you've got your pistols, you've got two players. So you're going to rotate out of that. So as she takes a dribble, you stay at that. Now you have to rotate. If the ball went quickly from here to here, you would get that, you would get this. Okay, put it back there. If the ball, because you were in there trapping, if the ball went quickly from here to here, nope, because you're still in the trap, you'd go get that, otherwise a three-point shot would go, you come back. Low split, always stay low split, unless you're helping on the penetration. Okay? All right, we're going to have a little go at it. So the ball start here. You're off, you've been beaten, so you're going to yell low split and help. You're going to drop down, you're going to drop into the middle. Now girls, what do you need to do to start this drill? What's the first thing you need to do defensively? Talk, that's because I talked about talk. And it's a girl, I don't know if it's a girl thing or a boy thing. You need to be down in your stance. You can't play defense. If you start like this, your first movement is to bend your knees so you can move. So you need to be down with your knees, and you should be able to do it the whole time I talk. There's no reason why. See anyone play D like that? No. So you're down, stance, hands out, nice and active. Okay? Good defenders can stay like that the whole time. There's no reason for them to come out of that. Okay, so you're going to penetrate baseline and you're going to stay in your stance, girls. You're going to penetrate baseline and you're going to cut that off. Okay? You're going to slip down, you're going to slip. Wherever the ball goes, you're going to get the first pass of the ball. Okay, and then we're just going to play out of there. Let's have a look at that. We're going to play it live. Bring the ball back over here. So white, you can try and score after the original. So who is playing D on her? You're here? So you're ready. All right, off you go. Yeah. Okay, hold it. We'll go again. So we're going to play live after that. We're going to force some sideline baseline. I'm just going to see what you've got. We're just going to try and get some high split, low split. So I should hear from you, help. I should hear from you, and then low split when you get there. Okay, down. Off you go. All right, go one more. Good. Contain. Good help. All right, so very good. So the ball, who had the ball here? So she penetrated. Was lovely help. Look where the most dangerous pass is this pass here, so you need to get down underneath it. You're going to come down and help her. Okay? So with this drill, after we got this down pat, then we would start to introduce screens, how to get through screens, how to jump to the ball, basket cuts, all those sorts of things. But unfortunately, I think that goes quickly. I thought it wouldn't go that quickly. That's probably all we've got time for. So, luck with your coaching. Have some fun with it. Thanks, girls.